company has performed exceptionally well in fiscal 22. In fact, we've posted our highest ever profitability, and we were able to maintain these profitability levels because of higher sugar prices and much better realizations of all of our products. The sales volumes in our distillery and alcohol segment were better than ever as well. And I would say that the efficiencies at our distilleries played a very important role in the operating performance of this year. I'm also delighted to share that our engineering business posted spectacular growth during fiscal 22. We achieved these high revenues through a strong performance in both domestic and export markets. There were a few challenges that we faced, especially within our sugar business. At the very start of the season, we had severe flooding, especially impacting our sugar unit at Milak Narayanpur. And this uncharacteristic rainfall was actually across Uttar Pradesh during the start of the season, and it impacted sugarcane yields and sugar recovery. And then in March of 2022, we had unseasonably warm weather. 3 to 4 degrees centigrade higher weather was recorded across the state of Uttar Pradesh that impacted sugar recovery and production. Across the season, there was also some small incidences of pests and borers that negatively impacted the crop. Our engineering business, of course, was impacted by the second wave of COVID and the lockdown that ensued across the country. There was an impact of raw material supplies and deliveries. However, we're very much back on track, and as the situation eased, we were able to push through with high levels of operating effectiveness and achieve our excellent results. We are optimistic about our sugar business. We enjoy the advantage of having our operations in one of the most productive sugarcane regions of India, Uttar Pradesh. But more importantly, the company has started various cane development initiatives. With such initiatives, we expect a higher availability of sugarcane and higher crushing levels at our sugar factories in the upcoming season. Since we've had a normal monsoon, we're expecting high levels of yield across our sugar factories. We expect that exports across the country will allow for domestic sugar prices to be maintained at the levels, perhaps even a little bit higher. And this firmness is essential as we move through the next sugar year. To gear up, the company's board has approved modernization of 3 of our existing sugar units at Khatauli, Deoband and Sawitgarh in Uttar Pradesh. To continue to strengthen our sugarcane and varietal substitution, we have focused on research and development efforts to enhance farm productivity levels. Over the past few years, the government has been doing a lot to encourage ethanol blending. The central government set a target of 20% ethanol blending originally in 2030, and this has been accelerated to 25-26 in order to achieve sustainable development and to achieve energy security across our nation. We at Triveni have consciously adopted a partnership approach to drive the government's efforts in realizing these ambitious targets. We're continuously gearing up to add additional capacities to meet the emerging demand for ethanol. For a little over a year, we have doubled our distillation capacity from 320 kiloliters per day to 660 kiloliters per day at the end of July 2022. There's a marked uptick in the domestic economy, and this has been manifested in an increased order booking in our power transmission business. At the same time, capital expenditure in critical sectors has picked up substantially, driving demand for our industrial gearboxes. The company has also been focusing on business opportunities in the defense segment and is participating in a variety of indigenous development projects. With all of these positives on the landscape, our board has approved an expansion of the power transmission business, which we plan to complete by March 2023. And this will primarily be the establishment of a new production facility in Mysore. With the dramatic expansion in demand for clean water, both domestically and internationally, the growth potential is immense. We have won an international order in the Maldives in fiscal 21, and we're now targeting overseas markets in South Asia, East Asia, and Eastern Europe for new opportunities. In addition, we're finalizing tenders of substantial value in the upcoming quarters and participating in new projects under the hybrid annuity model for a variety of central government institutions.